campaign in a day, and I'm playing against our very own Paul, Mr. Fist Fowler, the awesome host of our podcast. So this mission is called Frozen Steppes. Basically, we're in a frozen wasteland, and the two of us have clashed here. I am the defender, which means I set up everything first. So I've got all my forces on the battlefield. I'm not allowed any reserves, which is fine for me because I don't have any. And Paul has set up his Imperial Fist. He's got the Custodes allies on this side of the field. And we've got two super heavy tanks, one Alpha Legion and one, I guess, Blood Angels, that are going to be fighting against each other while we're fighting against each other. But the thing is, if either of us kill one of them, we get the other one in our army. But right now, they're not on either side. They're just fighting against each other, and we need to make sure we stay out of their path, unless we want to kill it. So, basically, because of Paul's special rules, he can't go first. Normally, he would get +1 to his first turn roll, but he can't go first because of his Custodian special rules, which means that I get to go first, but Paul gets an attempt to seize. So, throw it down. Not happening. All right. I'll be back to you after the first turn. First turn recap. Basically, I just moved everybody up. Popped a few shots here and there with some las guns, some havoc launchers. Didn't really do a whole lot. I think I killed one Space Marine, and in his turn he killed my Contemptor with that las cannon spear thing that this guy has, and an accelerator autocannon. These two tanks fired at each other and basically did the same thing to each other. I think there was 3 lost there and 2 lost here, or 1 and 2. I don't know how many else. Either way, he's got 11 left and he's got 12 left. Yeah, so that's that. Crystal didn't help me much. I forgot to fire my Scorpius, and we're still relearning how to play 7th edition, so shit happens. But we're going into the second turn, so hopefully reserves will start coming in. This will be a little more interesting. So, woo-wee! Second turn recap. Fire Raptor came in, and I got my Skyfire with my dude there, but didn't do anything, but I did force him to jink, which severely hurt his shooting. But he fired his Avenger Mega Bolter, took out a bunch of Space Marines, took out a couple Space Marines off this unit. Ended up taking like 6 guys out of my objective unit here. So, but due to their Alchem Jackers, I think it's called, or something like that, they're just pinned instead of running. But he did kill my Vexilla, so I didn't get that reroll. I rolled an 11 for my leadership test. Here we just stripped a couple wounds off each other with the Super Heavies. These guys moved up, tried to fire at him. I think I took a hull point off the Land Raider there. And I've got Custodies here. I've got Terminators in my back line who basically almost finished my Ogrins. I've got 1 Ogrin left, which sucks because I haven't actually used these guys in this game yet. Other than that, yeah, Paul is at 2 victory points at this point because he killed a unit in the first turn and he stripped the hull points off here with his own army, not with the other Super Heavy. That's important. Yeah, so Paul's ahead by 2 points, and I gotta see how my third turn goes to try and hold this game into my favor. Let's go, Iron Warriors. Putting in Paul's assault phase in the third turn, he just blew up the Super Heavy, and this is what it's doing. It is exploding over all these units. So we're gonna roll and see what happens, and I'll come back to you at the end of the turn. Oh my god, what a slugfest. So Paul successfully blew this thing up. I think he killed 1 of his Marines, killed a few of my Guardsmen, killed 2 of my Marines over in this terrain piece. So that was insanity. Did absolutely nothing to the Contemptor that caused the explosion. But whatever, that is what it is. So we have about 10 minutes left of this round of the tournament today, and so we've decided to just end it at the end of the third turn here. And the pivotal moment was this terrain piece is worth 5 victory points, and he just managed to charge in with his veterans, kill all 10 of these militia, I guess they're called in this game. I almost called them Imperial Guardsmen, but they are Imperialis militia. Scoring him 5 victory points. He gets 3 for killing a unit in the first turn and for stripping the whole points off this with his things. That gives him 8 to my 0. What a raping. But hey, it was fun to get back into 30k for a day. I still got 2 more games, I think, coming today. Maybe 3? I think it's 2 more. So, good game, Paul. Shake hands on camera. Great game. Classic slugfest between the Imperial Fists and the Iron Warriors, and it did not work out well for the Iron Warriors. Yikes. Oh, game 2, I'm up against our very own Adam, the Truest Axe. And here's the situation. We've got the arrowhead deployment. I forget what it's called. It doesn't really matter. But we've got 5 objectives. place throughout the battlefield. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's what we're fighting over. But I've also been given 2 units of 20 cultists who are basically just fodder, but I'm allowed to score by getting them into Adam's deployment zone by the end of the game. And then he's got a bunch of Blood Angel add-ons for his, with the Volkites up here, and just tactical squads down here. Cool, excellent.
Yeah, you get +1, Jay.
So we're rolling for first turn.
Jay's the attacker.
Oh no! I got a 6 as well.
And time.
Oh no!
3.
4.
Alright,
Woo.
first
Well,
turn.
technically 5. Alright, I get first turn. Oh yeah, he gets to try and seize.
No.
So close, yet so far. Alright, so I'm gonna try and shoot the crap out of him and see what happens. Bottom of the first, we actually had a TO jump in and change some stuff up on us. It turns out that Adam was supposed to have this fortification the whole time, so we just put it behind his guys with all the Blood Angels in it. I actually ended up killing 2 of the Blood Angels before that came in, so whatever, that's fine. I might have been out of range, but it doesn't matter. We still declared them as dead, and that's where it is. So the point is, I actually had to get those free cultists I got to this fortification and pick these Blood Angels out of it in order to get an extra victory point. Otherwise, we're just focusing on objectives. So he dropped his Leviathan right in front of me, which was gross, and all his combined firepower, he took out 1 Vindicator, exploded it. He ended up quad launchering all my levies dead, as well as most of these cultists dead. And he killed this Vindicator as well. Didn't explode it, but he did kill it with some quad las cannons, and I think the Volkites, a couple of them were in range. These guys here. So right now Adam's getting 1 point at the end of the turn for owning this objective. They are collected every turn. I forgot about that, so I'm kind of regretting putting my tactical squads all the way back here, but whatever. We'll see how my next turn goes. Oh, I also lost the las cannon on my Mortis Dread, which sucks, but it is what it is. So I'm going into my second turn, see what I can do here. Now I believe my cultists, the free cultists, for every 10 that died, I can bring them back.
Yeah, so 1 big unit.
The TO is telling me I can use outflank, which is crazy. So I'm going to try and bring him in over here if I can, because the point is to get to that thing. So let's do it. So I shot the conversion beamer at the Volkites, just wanted to throw that in there. Shrink 10 AP1.
That's a 2 wound roll.
Yeah. So that happened. Ooh, that was the end of the second turn, and Adam just like decimated me. Those quad launchers are just gross. Oh yeah, he was rolling his reserves. Okay, so the Luna Wolves, was it Luna Wolves or Sons of Horus?
Sons of Horus.
Yeah, there's no real Luna Wolves, I guess, in the rules. Sons of Horus get a reroll 1s on their reserves. He rolls for his 2 veteran squads and gets 2 2s. Then he wants to bring in his land speeder. He rolls a 1, so he gets to reroll it and rolls a 2.
Beautiful.
So that didn't happen, but the Leviathan Dreadnought came out here, blew up a Rhino, assaulted the unit, killed their sergeant, who was the only model that could hurt him. The Terminators came out of the tank over here. Do you get a point for that? You don't get a point for that
I
objective.
added it. Right. That's why I have 3. 1 from the first turn plus 2.
They're not scoring though,
They're
right?
scoring.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool. So he got a point there. He still has this objective that he had last turn, so he gets 2 points this turn for the objectives. He completely wiped out that cultist unit that I brought in over in that corner to try. I should tell you. I guess you didn't see it. I brought in a unit of cultists from reserve on outflank over there, and the tactical squads just took them out with rapid fire. I think this turn I get to bring in another unit. Basically, for every 10 models that die, I can bring them back on with outflank, which is excellent. Doesn't seem to be working so far though. But he did take out a whole unit of 20 here, finished off, actually I think he took those out last turn, and he finished off my Vindicators. 1 exploded, and the other 2 are just dead. So all I got left is a Scorpius, and 2 Rhinos, because 1 is completely gone. And all my infantry's gone, so yeah, this is going to be interesting. Let's see what I can do. Was that the bottom of 2 or 3? That was the bottom of 3, right? Oh my god, bottom of 3rd turn. So most of my stuff is pretty much toast at this point. I think I have 1 more unit in this Rhino. Dreadnought's gone. He brought the Rhinos can have multi-meltas, which I did not know. He brought 1 in over there, and he brought 1 in over here. But the land speeder was enough to do it because he hits on 2s, just totally just destroyed my Scorpius. Which meant this Rhino was able to shoot a multi-melt and kill my Dreadnought. Geez.
Actually, this guy had to do that.
Oh yeah, it's true. He had to finish him off with the las cannons, the quad las cannons. But that's okay. The unit that I brought in over here of the expendable cultists that I got for free were just completely taken out by Volkites, if you can believe it or not. The plasma unit didn't even fire this turn. That's how good Adam did. He didn't even need to fire his plasmas. I don't need to use that unit. It doesn't matter. It's okay. Yeah, whatever. So Leviathan finally finished off the last 3 Marines that were holding them up, which basically leaves all my characters here open. I don't know what I'm going to do. I might have to sacrifice my Ogryns just to keep them away from me. Oh, these Terminators, I'm never going to take off the objective. I am just... It's an uphill battle at this point.
So I did realize we do have to do leadership on them and them. So leadership 8.
Ooh, I have to do leadership tests. Might as well do it on camera since I'm rolling anyway. They are stubborn though, so that's fine. And that unit over there of the other free cultists. Oh, they running away! 2d6 towards my deployment, 7 inches. So yeah, I'm moving there for me. And we're going into the top of the 4th. So let's see what I can do here. I am right now losing 5 to 1. Adam's got 5 objective points to my 1 objective point. I need to find a way to take some objectives. So, bottom of the 4th turn. We're ending the game here because we only got a few minutes left of this round. And what a disaster for the Iron Warriors. Oh my god. These cultists that I thought would be great keep coming in as reinforcements. Yeah, they never ever even got from the edge of the board to the fortification they were supposed to get me 1 victory point. Anyway, Adam this turn. In my turn, I got a point, which put me at like 2, and he gets another 3, 1, 2. Just the 2 this turn?
Yeah.
All right, you were at 5 last turn, so that puts him at 7. But then he also gets attrition, which is part of this, because he definitely killed more units than me. In fact, I only killed 4 models out of his army, which wasn't a single dead unit.
Last guy, 2 Terminators and a veteran.
Yeehaw! But the entertaining part was these 2 Dreadnoughts who just kept slugging at each other, and surprisingly enough, they were both had 1 wound left by the end of the game, which is absolutely nuts. Other than that, yeah, I mean, that is a landslide win for Adam, and I don't know what I could have done different, but basically my entire army is dead except for all my tech marines, my apothecary, my force commander, and my tactical squad here. This tactical squad has 1 model left, and I have my contemptor. Other than that, everything is dead, and Adam only lost 4 models, and just totally took all the objectives. So, good game, brother.
Good game, buddy.
All right, on to round 3. So, game 3, I'm playing against Matt. Now, the idea here is, well, he's got some iron hands. I'll point that out first. Some nice looking weathering done on there. And we're playing in the scrapyard. The idea here is that we have these scrap markers here, which can either explode in our face when we get next to them, or they can give us some cool melt-a-bombs to fight the super heavies that are fighting against each other as we fight. So, the difference here is that when one of them when we actually kill one, the other one becomes part of our army. But otherwise, we're just shooting them at each other. This one's the traitors, this one's the loyal. Warhound, ew. So the objective of this game is that there is an exit point that I have placed in Matt's deployment zone. And yeah, I have to get my units there. So every unit I get within 12, or is it within 6? 12. Within 12. So if I get a unit within 12, I get a victory point. If he keeps my units more than 24 away, he gets a victory point. Other than that, yeah, we're just trying to kill some super heavies and kill each other. So, you gonna try and seize the initiative?
I rolled a 1 already.
Well, you rolled it already, and you got a 1. All right, so I'm going first, which is excellent. So I'll come back to you after the first turn. End of first turn, man, what a blast back and forth. I killed a Contemptor, I believe with a Vindicator, which was pretty cool. And then over here, I just like fired everything I had. I believe it was the Scorpius who actually took out one of the platforms. Everybody else just kind of pinged off him and didn't really do a whole lot. But before the game even started, he was able to fire with a successful destroyer hit with the Imperial Titan there, and take this guy down to 2 hull points, which he just finished off with his last cannons over here. So that guy's dead, which means now this Warhound is going to be shooting at anything closest. So that's going to be some rhinos in my case, I guess. So now we're going to go into the second turn, and the super heavy gets to go before I get to go. So we'll see how that goes. Man, what an eventful turn 2, basically. With the super heavy phase, he was able to finish off my rhinos. He almost killed this Vindicator with his graviton gun or whatever, but he still got 1 point left, 1 hull point left. This Vindicator's dead, even though the Tech Marine tried to fix it in my turn and failed miserably. These guys over here, they just moved up, got out of their rhino. They're going to hopefully try and go this way this turn. This is going to be the last turn of the game. Moving up the center. These dudes came out of the Land Raider and just completely raped this unit. I have 3 guys left that have gone to ground because I can't run away with them. And yeah, other than that, I took some last cannon shots over here. Didn't really do much to the Land Raider. We're going into the third turn, and I really need to gain some ground. So let's do it. So bottom of the third, I was really trying to get within 12 inches, just couldn't do it. Now we just went over the mission parameters, and for every unit within 12, I get a point. I thought it was just that he had to keep my army outside of 24, and it turns out that every unit outside of 24. I mean, I guess there was no way I was going to win that game to start with, because I got a Scorpius, Conversion Beamer, I got a Tech Marine, I got the remaining 3 guys there, got the Imperial Commander, the Ogrins, the Apothecary, my Warlord, the Dreadnought, the Vindicator, the another Tech Marine. So I believe that gives him 11 victory points, and me none. Am I correct there, Matt?
It would be...
Because that's the only way we can get victory points, right?
Yep, I will take it.
No, it would actually be giving me 3 victory points.
3.
I would get a victory point for each of these guys. Or no, you're right. Never mind.
Yeah, so you get 11 and I get
I got
none.
11, you get none.
Okay, so that's what that is. Shake hands on camera to show we're good sports. All right. So that's basically the tournament, guys. I mean, that's the campaign. So
Calling it because we were going to do...
lost 3 games horribly today. That is what it is. So we're just gonna watch the award ceremony, and that's gonna be that. Cool.
Flawless on the day, 92 points. So I hope you guys had fun. So this will carry over to our next campaign. So next thing we do, the Loyalists will have the advantage the first round going on. I hope you guys took a lot of pictures so we can add it to like Yep, so now for prizes.
We're doing something weird.
Yeah, so let's do the butcher first. So they got these nice flaming hot steaks.
Bacon wrapped beef top sirloin.
The best butcher for Loyalists is Adam Truex.
Hey! We should dinner tonight. Go to eat dinner tonight.
And butcher for trader is Phil.
Yeah!
Hey, Phil.
Alright, so then these next awards, there's for sportsman and appearance, there's top 1, 2, 3 for Loyalist and trader. So we're gonna have the Loyalist and trader
Here's your dice.
like for their respective prize, like dice up to see who gets first dibs at the prizes there.
There's some good prizes, guys.
So there's a brand new Prospero box that we split up into units. So there are piles there. There's 2 $30 gift certificates to Sword and Board. And there are 2 limited edition event-only characters.
Limited. Love it.
Alright, so first let's do for sportsmen. So it is for the traders, it's Jason.
It gives you 2.
Me? What do I do?
You wait, you pick a dice.
Yeah, so wait, pick a dice.
I
And
see.
the Loyalist will be It is Connor.
The hair.
So you have to roll off. The winner gets first dibs. The second person gets second.
Oh, here we go.
Ah!
Connor.
It's close though.
It's all good.
Alright, while they're deliberating, best appearance for Loyalist is Paul. And best appearance for Trainers is Adam.
Paul, you need a fish shirt.
Fish?
Get up there, Paul.
Up next, for second, for Sportsmen, for the Trainers, it's Jeff. And for the Loyalists, it's Chris. Roll off.
Alright, one die.
There's one die.
Actual two.
That's a 2, that's not a good roll.
Alright, roll the same one, it's cursed. Oh no!
Alright, up next, a second for appearance for the Loyalists, we have Matt S.
Nice.
For Trainers, we have Chaz.
Yeah, Chaz. We roll off to who's picked first.
Chaz with the 2. For third in appearance, for the Loyalists, we have Dylan. And the Trainers have Ollie. So, good for Chris to roll off, and whoever wins will get first dibs on the...
Get flashbacks. Got a 1. Classic. We're in Trainers.
Alright, so that's it. I hope you guys had a good time.
Big round for John, Nick, and Chaz.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you to everybody who contributed to this event, especially to Phil. Like all the tables, terrain, all the models.
Contributors!
I also promised James that we'd all give him a special round of applause for being a volunteer. So we will send out a survey to get some feedback for the next one. So just keep it in mind. And yeah, hope you guys all had a blast today.
Sure.
And, wait, one more cheer for John, who didn't play.
Like a monkey in a rocket on his way back home. Okay.